Mad Mikeey Gaming.
G'day all you mad gamers out there, I'm Mad Mikeey and I come from the land down under, and in today's gaming news, reactions, opinions, the show where I bring all the up-to-date gaming news that's out there in the world and I give you my reaction or opinion about those things. And if you're looking for something like this, oh my god, legit, that is awesome, man. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Probably not the channel for you. So let's get in today's gaming news and the new intro with the lightsaber. Thank you very much to Retro Gamer Nation for pointing out that I had a couple of lightsabers behind me at some point. They're a bit hidden at the moment, but he was fully aware that they were there, so he said, why don't you use them instead of slashing? So let me know how you guys liked it. But in today's first bit of gaming news, it has been reported by multiple sources. It's out there on IGN, the Wall Street Journal, I think is where it was actually originally reported, and over at Kotaku. Nintendo actually won't be ready to offer a 64GB cartridge. Now, this isn't memory or SD cards, because obviously you can get that everywhere. I remember when I first read it, that's what I thought they were talking about. But reading into it more, they are talking about the actual game carts themselves. The Wall Street Journal has said that Nintendo originally planned to deliver the bigger Switch game cards to developers for the second half of 2018, but there's apparently been a delay due to technical difficulties. The largest Nintendo Switch card currently is 32GB. That's obviously a lot less than what a Blu-ray can give, but these cartridges are really compact and small, and it's actually amazing that there's going to be 1TB SD cards coming out soon for, well, not just for the Switch, but you know what I mean. They've obviously had a lot of issues already prior to this, where there's not a lot for their third-party game partners to be able to fit their whole game, so we are having to spend a lot of extra money on those SD cards for the memory to play these games. I, for one, have been affected by this. I want to get LA Noire, I wanted to get NBA, but I just don't have an SD card at the moment. I've ordered a 128GB one. How long that will last is anybody's guess. So this is a bit of a concern in the long term or short term for the Nintendo Switch in terms of their third-party partners. Obviously EA aren't really sort of sold on the Nintendo Switch as a serious gaming console. Me myself, I love my Nintendo Switch. I think it's amazing. I take it with me all the time. I just wish that there was a lot more onboard memory. Memory's really always been Nintendo's issue as of late, especially with the Wii U that came with 8 and 32GB hard drives, and the same with the Nintendo Switch. It only came with 32GB, which only 24GB was available, and if you bought Zelda on day one, you were in a bit of trouble. But while we're going to keep talking about Nintendo news, actually talking over at IGN, Shina Takashi, that's got to be right. I always have problems with their last names. He was actually explaining why that they thought that DLC is a good fit for the Nintendo Switch and why they're embracing the digital future. I mean, welcome to 2006, guys. DLC's been around for a long time. He went out and said, I think that the titles that you download when you purchase have very good compatibility with the idea of additional content. I do believe the Nintendo Switch, compared to our most recent hardware, makes some of the best use of the ability to download titles in their entirety, since it's a console that you can carry as a portable. Yeah, well, that's why he made it, wasn't it? We certainly like to think about the software titles that have great value and additional content to be added. So, I mean, recently the only DLC that there has been is really The Legend of Zelda, and more recently Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where they've actually sort of been bringing out these season passes. Maybe in about 5-6 years they'll start bringing out loot boxes. No one's ever accused Nintendo of being behind in the times. And in the last bit of quick news, The PlayStation Plus lineup has been announced for January 2018, so the first month of the new year. So I think you want to make sure that your PS Plus subscription is up to date, because on the PlayStation 4 you can get Deus Ex: Mankind Divided, which is an amazing game. I love this game. If you haven't played it, what are you waiting for? It's just been so cheap for so long. Unfortunately, I don't think that this game did sell very well, but here we are in PlayStation Plus, so we'll get a lot of playtime, and you'll probably be seeing a lot of it on Twitch and all the streamers around there. Batman the Telltale series, Season 1 is going to be for free, so that's the entire season. And still on the PlayStation 3, they still do sort of give out games for that. You got Sacred 3, the Book of Unwritten Tales 2, and cross-buy Psycho Pass, which is on the Vita and the PlayStation 4, along with Uncanny Valley, which is another cross-buy, and Star Blood Arena, which is on the PSVR. Now that one's available through January through March 6th. So there it is. A lot of great news. Not so great the fact that Nintendo's delaying their 64 gig ones, because yeah, I think their games really, really need it very soon. But guys, if you did like today's video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so that you never miss any of Mad Mikey Gaming. And I will see you guys when I see you. I'm going to be doing a lot more streaming these days because there's not a lot of news sort of around this time of year, but I'm working on a schedule, and I hope to see you guys and be there on my journey for streaming. But guys, enjoy the games you're playing, and I will see you around. Bye guys.